Knitcrate package, and I found 2 skeins of Odin Woods, and it's called Turtle Dove. Worsted 100% superwash merino, worsted weight 180 yards, and that's 100 grams. And the suggested needle is number 8 US 5mm, and this is custom dyed for Knitcrate, and it's very soft, very nice feel. So that's what I did to make this hat. I did the Trinity Stitch hat, and I used number 8 knitting needles, circular needles. I'm going to show you how to do that. But this is very nice. I took 1 skein, so I have the other one left over. I'll probably make another hat or a scarf to go with it. So this is the way it's going to be done, and I'll get to show you, and then I'll take some pictures with the hat on. I made a few rounds for my hat with the circular needles, and this is how it looks. But it looks, you know, it's a little bit difficult with the gray because it doesn't show so much. I'll continue with that later, but I'm going to show you how to put in your stitches. So you're going to make your magic loop, which is 1 cross, take it to the back, pick up the back with your hook, and then you're going to chain 1 and leave it on your hook. So now you're going to go through the loop like if it was a single crochet, but go through only 1, leave it on your hook, pass it through, chain 1, leave it on your hook. Let's do that a little bit tighter, then pass it, leave it on your hook. So I have 4, pass it, leave it on your hook. I have 5, pass it, leave it on your hook, and now I have 6. Now what I want to do is that I want to pick up, I'm going to use 2 different circular needles. One is a bamboo, which is going to be circular needle number 1. So I'm going to pass those 3 into my circular needle, and the other 3 on the blue circular needle. So that's what I have now, and I want to make sure that they are facing each other. So here are my stitches, and they are facing each other because I have 3 on one side, 3 on the other, and I'm going to pull at that loop here just a little, and I want to make sure that the stitches that I'm going to be knitting are on this side, because this is the last one that I casted on. So I have the 2 tips and they're parallel, see them, and this is the last one that I casted on. So I'm going to pull a little more at my loop, and this is the one that I knitted last, so it's at the bottom. Now you're going to pass your your bamboo needle, and you're going to be knitting bamboo with bamboo. So I am going to go from this stitch up to this one, because I am going to be knitting in a circle. So you're going to go into that first stitch and knit front and back of that stitch. Once you have 1 or 2 stitches, you can get rid of this one because you no longer need it and it just gets in the way. So again, you are going to knit front and back of that stitch, and then again front and back. So I am done with needle number 1. Now I want to go and use the metal one. So I let go of the bamboo and I go and I want my tip on this side because this is the way I need to go to knit in the round. So I put my tip on this other side and I am going to be knitting metal with metal. So you are going to go and pick up the next stitch and knit it from the front and from the back. And I'm going to get rid of the bamboo because I don't need it right now. From the front and from the back. And from the front and from the back. So now I have 6 stitches on each side. I have 6 on the metal and 6 on the bamboo. So now I want to go pass my stitches to the other tip of the bamboo so I can continue knitting in the round, and I'm going to knit bamboo with bamboo. So now on this round I am going to knit 1, and then the next one I'm going to knit from the front and from the back. Knit 1. Let's get rid of these because I don't need the metal and I can lose the stitches if they stay there. And then knit from the next one from the front and from the back. And then knit 1. Knit the next one from the front and from the back. So I'm done with the bamboo and I need to pass my stitches to the tip of the metal one. And I knit metal with metal. So I go knit the first one, knit the next one from the front and from the back. Let's get rid of that. Knit the next one, knit the next one from the front and from the back. Knit the next one and knit the next one from the front and from the back. So now I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 and 9. So I have 18 stitches in total. And see how I'm starting to go in the round. So now I take my bamboo, which is needle number 1. That's when I start changing my stitch. Let's get the yarn. Sometimes it gets entangled in the needle, so straighten it out occasionally. So now I'm going to knit bamboo with bamboo. And I am going to, on this round, I'm going to knit 2 stitches. And then I knit the next one from the front and from the back. On the next one I knit 2 stitches and from the front and from the back. Knit 2 stitches and then from the front and from the back. Let go of that one. The next one is the metal. Pass your stitches to the tip and knit metal with metal. So there we go. I knit the next 2 stitches. Try to do a little, the first one that you knit on the next needle, try to do it a little tight so that these don't get too loose. So I knit 2, I get rid of this one, and then knit from the front and from the back. Knit 2, knit from the front and from the back. Knit 2, and then knit from the front and from the back. So I'm going to do another round so that you can see how it's looking, and then we can continue with the gray, but I really wanted you to see the beginning with a lighter color. So now I'm going to go and knit bamboo with bamboo, and I want to knit 3, 1, tighten that one a little so that it's next to the middle one. So 1, 2, 3, get rid of that, and then knit from the front and from the back. Knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and then from the front and from the back, knit 3, and then from the front and from the back, let go of the bamboo, get the middle one in, there we go, and then we knit metal with metal, and we're going to knit 3, 1, 2, oops, 2, 3, and then from the front and from the back, knit 3, knit from the front and from the back, knit 3, knit from the front and from the back, and so on. And like that, you're starting to see how your circle is coming. And then of course with the next one, every time you start a round, you start with circular needle number 1. And now you can see how I'm doing this one. So obviously the next one that I'm going to be knitting with is going to be the plastic one, the blue one, and it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 7, and then knit 8, and then knit front and back, and I'll come and show you how to do that. I finished adding my stitches and I have 120. That means that in each of the 6 sections I have knitted 18 and then knit 1 front and back, which makes it 20. 20 times 6 is 120, and 120 is a multiple of 4, which is what I need to do my Trinity stitch. So the nature of the Trinity stitch is that the wrong side is the one that becomes the right side. Therefore, I need to work from the wrong side and knit this way. But in order not to have a hole left there, I'm going to pass just one from the other needle, hug it, and then pass it through so that it doesn't leave a hole. Okay, so now I am going to work metal with metal, and the first row I am going to knit the whole row. So knit the whole row, and I will see you when I finish this row.